Welcome to the course Mental Health and Wellbeing. That is module number 4, Advanced Skills for Mental Health. Lecture number 4, Emotional Intelligence and Leadership. I am Ansuman Arzari, clinical psychologist. So these are the learning objectives: to define emotional intelligence and recognizing its impact on personal and professional effectiveness, to explain how emotional intelligence contributes to strong leadership and career growth, to identify and describe the 5 key components of emotional intelligence, to demonstrate how emotional intelligence fosters trust and rapport within teams, to understand the significance of empathy in leadership and how it enhances team dynamics and decision making, and lastly, to explore the practical strategies for improving emotional intelligence to support career progressions. So what emotional intelligence is basically? The emotional intelligence often we refer to as a EQ or emotional quotient or emotional intelligence is the ability to perceive, understand, use and manage your own emotions as well as the emotions of others. It helps you to make thoughtful decisions, interact harmoniously and adapt to various social and professional environments. Unlike IQ, intelligence quotients which measures cognitive abilities, EQ centers on emotional awareness and control. Historical evaluations of emotional intelligence initially was introduced by the Shelby and the Mayer 1990 as part of the social intelligence. Later on, Goldman 1995 popularized the concept by linking it with the workplace performance and the leadership. So these are the key components of the emotional intelligence. This is given by the Daniel Goldman, who have broken emotional quotients or emotional intelligence in 5 distinct core components. One is self-awareness. It's like basically recognizing and understanding your own emotions and their effect on your thoughts and behavior. Self-regulation, managing or redirecting impulsive emotions and behavior and adapting to changing circumstances. Motivations, using emotional factors to achieve goals, enjoy learning and persist in the face of obstacles. Empathy, understanding and considering the feelings, emotions and viewpoints of others. And lastly, the social skills, building healthy relationship with your colleague and in your workplace, managing conflict, inspiring others and communicating clearly. So why emotional intelligence matters? Like IQ, like intelligence, the emotional EQ provides key advantages in every areas of life. Basically, like in better relationships, those who are having a high emotional intelligence or high emotional quotients, so they connect more directly, readily with the others, understanding and responding appropriately to social cues. Effective communications, emotional intelligence enhances both what you express and how you interpret the emotions of others, leading to fewer misunderstandings. Improved decision making, like self-awareness and emotional management, help you to avoid making decisions based purely on momentary feelings. Stress management, those who are having high emotional quotients, high emotional intelligence are more resilient adapting to the adversity with healthy coping strategies instead of like adapting some kind of maladaptive strategies. Greater leadership, emotional intelligence is considered a critical factor for effective, empathetic and inspiring leadership in any organization. So how EQ, emotional quotients or emotional intelligence helps in leadership and career? The role of emotional intelligence in leadership has become a cornerstone of effective leadership. Leaders with high emotional quotient or high emotional intelligence not only excel in task management but also inspire and engage their teams on a different interpersonal level. There are some key advantages with high emotional intelligence. For leaders, these are like building trust and loyalty. Emotional quotients or emotional intelligence enables leader to connect authentically with team members, fostering trust and loyalty throughout the organizations. Effective communications, people with high emotional intelligence. Leaders tailor their communication style, listen actively and adopt messages to suit different audiences and situations. Conflict resolution, those who are having with the high emotional intelligence, they are good in skill and managing resolving conflict, leading to healthier, more productive teams. motivating teams by understanding and addressing the employees' emotions. Leaders can inspire greater engagement, productivity, and collaboration. Adaptability to change. High EQ allows leaders to stay calm under pressures, guide teams slowly through uncertainty, and manage emotional response during transition. Those who are having high emotional intelligence, they are good in strong relationship building. Like emotional intelligence helps in the forging deeper connections, leading to positive, inclusive, and organizational culture. So EQ impacts on career success. Like for example, emotional intelligence is only for vital for leaders, but also plays a significant role in individuals' career growth and workplace effectiveness. So how these emotional quotients enhances career progressions. One though is like enhanced communications. Employee with strong emotional intelligence communicate clearly, manage nonverbal cues, and navigating challenges, conversations with diplomacy. The nonverbal cues may be, for example, your eye contact, and then maintaining eye contact and nodding your heads. These are some of the cues that's nonverbal communications. Better teamwork. High emotional intelligence fosters cooperation, reduces misunderstanding, and strengthens relationship among colleagues. Adaptability and resiliences. Emotionally intelligent professionals manage their stress well, adapt quickly to change, and recover from the setbacks more successful. Improved decision making. Balancing logic with emotions leads to sound, balanced decisions under pressure. Navigating workplace politics. Like those who are having high emotional quotients, individuals read socially dynamics accurately and maintain positive professional and relationship across all levels. Stand out for the advancement. Emotional quotients is often a differentiator for promotions and leadership opportunities, since it's a signal skin in managing people and change. Stronger conflict resolution skills. Managing one's own emotions and empathizing with others leads to more constructive long-term solutions during disputes. The components of emotional intelligence, like as I already mentioned in the earlier slide, but the emotional intelligence or refer to the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your own emotion, as well as the perceive and influence the emotions of others. Experts like Daniel Goldman identify 5 key components that form the foundation of emotional intelligence. One is self-awareness. By definition, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions, their impact on your thoughts and behavior, and how they affect others. Why it is important? Because self-aware individuals are conscious of their emotional strength and limitations. They make decisions with a clear understanding of these factors. Self-regulation is another component. By definition, the capacity to manage or redirect disruptive emotions and impulses, and to think before acting. Importance because like those with a strong self-regulations remains calm under pressure, demonstrate honesty, and maintain integrity even in challenging situations. Motivation, by definition, a drive to pursue goal with energy, persistence, and enthusiasm that goes beyond external rewards such as wealth or recognitions. It is important because it's motivated individuals, passionate, optimistic, and committed to their work, helping them to overcome obstacles and achieve long-term objectives. Empathy, by definition, is the ability to understand and share the feelings, needs, and the perspective of others. Importance, empathic people excel at listening, building relationships, and responding appropriately to the emotions of colleague, friends, and family. Lastly, the social skills, by definitions, proficiency in managing relationships, communicating clearly, inspiring and influencing others, working well in teams, and resolves conflicts. Importance is like strong social skill foster collaborations, effective leadership, and creation of positive productive environment. So this is a summary of the key components of emotional intelligence. These are the components, description, and then benefits. For example, self-awareness component is like recognizing one's own emotions and effect on others, and the benefits like informed decisions and then personal growth. Self-regulations, managing impulses and emotions, that helps you to calm response and ethical actions. Motivations, internal drive to achieve goals, that helps you to the resilience and performance. Empathy, understanding others' feelings and the viewpoints, and that helps you to strong relationship building and better teamwork. Social skills, managing relationship and communicating effectively, and it will help you to leadership and conflict resolutions in the teamwork. So these 5 components work together to shape how people manage their emotions, behavior, and interact with the others, and make personal and professional decisions. Developing each element of emotional intelligence can lead to stronger relationship, greater career success, and improved well-being. This is another models of the emotional components given by the Bar on Emotional Social Intelligence 2006. Bar on proposed a model with 5 composite skills and 15 sub-skills. These are the interpersonal skills, self-awareness and self-expressions like emotional self-awareness and assertiveness, interpersonal skills, social awareness and interaction, empathy, interpersonal relationships, stress management, emotional management and regulation, stress tolerance level and then impulse control, adaptability to change management, for example, reality testing, flexibility and problem solving skills. General mood, self-motivations like optimistic and happiness. So application of the components like where to implement and why it is important. Like leadership development, leaders with strong self-awareness and empathy are more effective and motivating teams. Conflict resolutions, managing emotions and recognizing others' perspective helps de-escalate tensions. Teamwork and collaborations, empathy and social skills foster trust and cooperation among team members. And personal resiliences, self-regulations and motivation contribute to emotional stability and then perseverance. So how to build trust and rapport as a leader? So why it's matter? Trust and rapport are the bedrock of the effective leadership. When team members trust their leader and feel a personal connections, they are more engaged, motivated, collaborative, and open to feedback. These qualities drive strong performance, innovations, and positive workplace culture. So these are the key strategies for building trust. Be transparent, share information openly about company goals, challenges, and decisions. Be candid about organizational changes and personal decision-making process. Lead by example, model the behavior and values you expect from the others. Demonstrate integrity, keep commitment, and admit mistakes. Show dependability, be reliable and consistent in words and actions. Support team members, especially during the challenges. Be honest, communicate with honesty even when the news is difficult. Avoid withholding or distorting information. Empower and trust your team. Give team members autonomy to do their jobs. Provide resources and guidance that help that step back and trust in their abilities. Acknowledge and appreciate effort. Publicly recognize contribution and express gratitude. Encourage a culture where achievements are celebrated. So essential approaches to building rapport. These are the approaches how you can build rapport building. Like one of the main skill is like active listening. Listen with genuine interest and response thoughtfully. Seek to fully understand team members' perspective and concerns. Find common ground. Identify shared interests and expressions to build connections. Use small talk and open-ended questions to foster engagement. Open-ended questions is like asking basically with why, how, and what. That gives you a kind of broad answer instead of saying like yes or no. So empathy and respect, understand and genuinely care about employees' feelings and viewpoints. Demonstrate compassion, especially during challenging times. Positive communications, use open body languages, appropriate eye contact, and friendly tone. Adopt communication style to individuals' preferences. Provide constructive feedback, offer feedback in a supportive and helpful manner. Focus on growth, be available for two-way feedback, and act on what you hear. Engage in shared activities, participate in or organize activities that foster shared experiences and fun. This interaction can make workplace relationships stronger and better. How does it impact? Leaders who cultivate trust and rapport unlock higher level of engagement, creativity, and mutual support. Teams led by such leaders are more resilient, innovative, and motivational to achieve shared goals. Developing trust and rapport is an ongoing process. It requires self-awareness, humility, and genuine investment in every team member's growth and well-being. By prioritizing these qualities, leaders can foster a team culture where people feel valued and empowered to do their best work. So, empathy and its role in effective leadership. So, what is empathy in the leadership? So, it's the capacity for a leader to understand, share, and actively respond to the emotions, experiences, and perspective of others. It goes beyond simple sympathy or kindness. Empathy means putting yourself in someone else's shoes and using that understanding to inform decisions, communications, and relationship building within team or organizations. So these are the benefits of empathy in leaderships, like build trust and psychological safety. How this impact on team or organizations? It's like team members feel safe to share ideas, voice concerns, and admit mistakes, increase engagements and retentions. Employees are more invested in their work and less likely to leave, boosting performance and reducing turnover. Foster collaborations. Empathy helps to resolve conflict constructively, building teamwork and unity. Support innovations. An open, empathetic culture encourages creative problem solving and new ideas. And improve performance. Empathetic leaders are consistently rated as a higher performance by both their employees and their superior. Enhance adaptability. Teams led by the empathetic leaders manage change more successfully and are more resilient in challenging times. So, how this empathy influences leadership effectiveness? So, like building relationship, leaders demonstrating empathy build deeper relationship with team members, leading to increased loyalty and motivations. People are more likely to follow and support leaders who genuinely care about their well-being. Effective communications. Empathetic leaders are approachable and listens actively, which enable them to communicate clearly, handle feedback, and resolve misunderstandings swiftly. Conflict resolutions. By understanding all perspectives, empathetic leaders can mediate disputes effectively and propose solutions that respects everyone's needs in their reduces friction and fosters harmony. Fostering inclusion and diversity. Empathy is vital for leading diverse teams. It helps leaders to understand and embrace different backgrounds, experiences, and viewpoints, making everyone feel included and recognized. Supporting development. Empathetic leaders mentor, coach, and guide team members, offering support tailored to individuals' unique strengths and challenges. This process accelerates growth and development across the team. So, there are some ways to develop this empathy as a leadership skill. So, one of the most important thing is like active listening training teaches leaders to focus fully on the speakers and reflect understanding. Perspective taking exercise encourage leaders to imagine themselves in other situations. Mindfulness and self-awareness helps leaders to recognize their own emotional responses and biasness. Feedback and coaching. External feedback can help leaders to identify their blind spots in empathetic behavior. Developing emotional intelligence skills for career advancement. Emotional intelligence is a vital skill set that significantly impacts career growth and success. Developing these skills helps individuals to navigate workplace challenges, build stronger relationships, and excel in leadership roles. Here is a comprehensive guide on how to develop emotional intelligence skills to advance your career. So, improve communications enables clear, empathetic, and effective interaction with colleagues and leaders, enhances leadership abilities. People with high emotional quotients helps inspire and motivate team resolving conflict constructively. Build strong relationship. People with high emotional intelligence foster trust, rapport, and collaboration, essential for professional networking. Increase adaptability. The people with high emotional intelligence helps manage stress, handle change, and remain resilient in dynamic work environment. Refine decision making. Balances emotion with logic to make thoughtful ethical choices. Boost career progression. Emotional intelligence is often a key differentiator for promotion and leadership roles. These are the core emotional intelligence skills to develop. Self-awareness, as I already discussed in the previous slide. Recognizing, so how to develop is like recognizing and understand your own emotions, reflect regularly on your emotional responses, use mindfulness practice such as journaling or emotional insight. The mindfulness practice may be included like some kind of relaxation training, self-regulation, manage impulses and remain calm under pressure, practice pausing before responding, especially in emotional situations, develop healthy coping strategies to handle workplace stress. Motivations, cultivate a growth mindset, focus on continuous learning, set clear professional goals and maintain persistence through challenges, connect your daily work to larger meaningful objectives. Empathy, actively listens to understand others' emotions and perspectives, show genuine concern and respect in interaction, recognize and respond appropriately to social cues. Social skills enhance communication skills including clarity, diplomacy and active listening, build and maintain positive professional relationship, collaborative effectively and resolve conflict constructively. So these are the practical strategies for developing emotional intelligence. Seek feedback. Seeking feedback from your colleague, mentors and supervisors for constructive feedback on emotional interactions. Engage in emotional intelligence training. Participates in workshops, courses or online certification. Focus on emotional quotient skills. Practice role-playing scenarios and group activities to improve empathy and social skills. Practice mindfulness and reflections. Incorporate meditations, journaling or quiet reflection to increase emotional awareness. Identify emotional triggers and learn to regulate response consciously. Develop active listening skills, build resiliences, embrace challenges as growth opportunities, foster adaptability by learning to view setbacks positively, network and build relationship, invest time in nurturing professional connections with empathy and support, leverage emotional intelligence to create trust and rapport in networking. So these are like tables that kind of emotional intelligence into career developments, how it integrates, like area of focus, self-awareness, development actions like regular reflection, mindfulness, emotional journaling, how this impact in career, informed decision, personal authenticity, self-regulations, pause and reflect before reacting, stress management practice, composure and pressure, ethical conduct, motivations, goal setting, align with values, persistence and higher engagement and sustainable drive, empathy, active listening, perspective taking exercise, stronger relationship, improved teamwork, social skills like conflict resolution training, communication workplace, effective leadership, professional networking. And this is a summary. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand and manage one's own emotion and those of others. It is essential for effective leadership and career success. Emotional intelligence enhances communication, decision making and team dynamics. Key components include self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy and social skills. Leaders with high emotional quotients build trust, resolve conflict and foster a positive workplace relationship. Empathy allows leaders to connect with team members and understand their work needs. Developing EQ through reflection, feedback and emotional control leads to stronger leadership, better collaborations and greater career advancement in any professional setting. So these are the references. Thank you.